This video is inspired by Melanie. Melanie, thank you so much for being such a bright, shiny, dynamic young girl. This is for you. Let's talk about ways that we can overcome fear. So, I was at work one day recently, and a young girl named Melanie came to see me.
One day very soon, it is my desire to stop working completely and be paid simply for existing and breathing.
Back to the video. So we were talking and trying to come up with solutions to the question, how can we overcome fear? Because when we're afraid, we typically aren't creating. Typically, when we're centered in fear, we don't think or allow ourselves to listen. We're in fight or flight and become more reactive instead of pausing, taking a breath, and responding as opposed to reacting in fear and desperation.
I'm gonna let you finish this video, but first, I'd like you very much to subscribe. Go on, subscribe and like this video and share it with a friend. Okay, back to the video.
So I asked young Melanie, what are some ways that we can overcome fear? And here's what we came up with. Number one, talk it out. When something shows up for us that's challenging, it usually helps to find someone, a group, a family member, a parent, a counselor who can help us talk through the problem, try to come up with a solution, right? I had a group counseling session today, and it was just so freeing and refreshing to be in a room with other people who had similar adjacent experiences as me, who I can also learn from. Support groups can be beneficial as they offer a community of understanding and sharing from others who have similar shared experiences. Number two, recognize what's happening in real time and the effect that it's having on our bodies. Am I feeling anxious? Why am I feeling anxious? What's going on inside of me right now? Why is my heart racing? Seriously, why is my heart beating so fast all of a sudden? What is my body trying to say to me? Allegra Street has this to say about trauma and its effect on our bodies and some healing methods that we can use.
Well, research has shown, and research over the last few decades has actually shown that working with the body in healing trauma is one of the most effective ways to do it, because we are integrating an experience that happened to us, and our perception, which our brain is also participating in. The perception of the experience and the physical aspect of the experience are both being integrated when you do somatic trauma work, period. And there is always going to be an element of talking at some point, whether it's just simply as making the connection. You can make it with the person you're working with. You can make it with yourself. Just simply remembering having a memory of a feeling in your body in that moment. You usually verbalize that in your head at some point in time. My biggest philosophy is working with the person where they're at and integrating whatever issue they may be having into how they function with their body, period. So if you come to me with tense shoulders, my other concern is, well, where's your neck? How are you holding your head throughout the day? And what's going on with your lower back? Even what's going on with your feet? So as I'm working out your shoulders, I'm going to address all of the areas of your body because your entire body is connected. So working on one area is parts work, and most of the time, from my experience, it doesn't solve the issue, because it's translated somewhere else in your body as well.
Number three, take action. One of the ways of taking action was actually mentioned earlier. Get support, actively seek it. It's difficult for us to get help if we don't ask for it. You can get help from people that love you, friends, members of your church. Join a community of like-minded individuals that will help you successfully navigate through your challenges. Janessa Bull agrees. You have to find your people.
But once you lock in the right people, the ones who will listen to your heart and your pain, who won't dismiss your emotions and tell you to get over it, the ones who can bring you back down during an anxiety attack because you weren't sure how you did at that test at school or that project at work is really challenging you, and you're struggling to maintain a good relationship with your friends because you can barely keep your head on straight. The people who know you're suffering but won't treat you like a dying patient. Once you lock in the right people, the road can only get brighter.
Well, there you go. The 3 ways that you can overcome fear. Take note that all of the interventions mentioned involved other people. They involve the participation, the active participation of other people. So what does that mean? It means we're not an island. It means that we all require the help and the assistance of other people to help us get to where we want our lives to be, to get us to the best version of ourselves. Comment below, which one of these will you start to implement today? Thank you, Melanie, for inspiring this video. I look forward to seeing what you create with your many gifts and talents. And thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video with a friend. And remember to actively seek love, joy, peace, abundance, and ease, because it's your birthright. I'll see you next time. Bye, friend.